3 years experience of visiting Kurdistan, and therefore the title My Experiences in Kurdistan is quite an insignificant topic in the context of this meeting. But I would want to refer to another Westerner who went back to the city of Erbil 9 years after his first visit. And some of you will know of John Simpson, possibly the world's most famous contemporary foreign correspondent. And I met him a few years ago, and I do remember him talking about Kurdistan, but it simply didn't register with me at the time. And therefore it was doubly interesting to read an article. It was in the British Airways magazine, so I was on a long flight, by John Simpson, about going back to Erbil 9 years after he was there before, in 2003. And so the article begins, I simply wouldn't have recognised this place. In 2003 it was small and dusty and the roads were bad. There were, as I remember, 3 tall buildings and no more. And now, only 9 short years later, Erbil seems to occupy an entirely different place on the planet. And not all of this is necessarily good, but cranes everywhere, beavering away to put up more high-rises, long straight streets in what have previously been open scrubland, remarkable numbers of cars travelling in both directions very fast, vast advertising hoardings with smiling women and children on them, and occasionally some fairly odd English. The English language teaching unit here is doing its best to correct that problem. You wouldn't guess, I promise you, that you were in the northern third of Iraq, a country which we still associate, sadly, with car bombs and violence. He goes on, there's a new flag everywhere, which you won't find in your pocket atlas, red and white and green stripes with a golden sun in the middle of it. It's the flag of the autonomous region of Kurdistan.